Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's watch this.
That goes along with that fundamentalist view of Islam around the globe. Do you know of any metrics that the department is following to support their claim that they are working on that? How are we gauging that? How are we going to determine whether they're following along with that portion of the agreement?
Well, one of the outcomes of the President's Summit in Riyadh was the creation of the Center to counter extreme Muslim messaging with Saudi Arabia. This center now exists. It was inaugurated while we were there. The center has a number of elements to attack extremism around the world. One of the elements that we are visiting with them about, and they have already taken steps, the Saudis, is to publish new textbooks that go into the schools that are in the mosque around the world. These textbooks are to replace textbooks that are out there today that do advocate extreme Wahhabism viewpoints around the justification for violence. We've asked that they not just publish the new textbooks, we've asked that they retrieve the existing textbooks so we get those back. That's just one example. This center is going to have a very broad range from social media to broadcast to how young imams are trained in the theological centers. And we are working with them today with the establishment of the new center. What are the measures that we will hold ourselves accountable to? That is one of the charges that the State Department is working with the Saudis and others as we bring this center up to an operating level.
It all started in 2017 when Rex Tillerson was the Secretary of State under the presidency of Donald Trump. The Americans made a pact with the Saudi Arabian authorities. They made an agreement to which they will hold themselves accountable. King Salman bin Abdulaziz and his crown prince Mohammed bin Salman applied the shock doctrine, Akira to Sadama, on the Saudi Arabian population under the guidance, patronage, and protection of the United States of America and their FBI. Watch this.
وصف ولي العهد السعودي الأمير محمد بن سلمان الموجة الجديدة من الإصلاحات في السعودية وحملته ضد الفساد بأنها جزء من العلاج بالصدمة.
علاج بالصدمة
صدمة للمجتمع بتغييرات قوية جدا.
Mohammed bin Salman, under the authority of his father, was beating, torturing the ulama who opposed his agenda. Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, was killing some of the ulama while others were placed in prisons. Some other people were sacked from their jobs while other people were promoted to positions of authority. Under the decrees, King Salman bin Abdulaziz was appointing the Saudi Arabian ulama, senior ulama, to high positions of responsibility. The religious police was weakened until they are left with no authority. King Salman bin Abdulaziz courted the senior ulama of Saudi Arabia, Hay'atu Kibar al-Ulama, which includes Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan, among other senior members of the Hay'atu Kibar al-Ulama, the senior ulama of Saudi Arabia. King Salman ibn Abdulaziz and his crown prince Muhammad bin Salman have changed the identity, Hawiyah, and under the slogan of change and modernization. Let's see this. The change of an Islamic state to a liberal secular state is clear kufr bawah. Promiscuous music festivals is one of the major seasons of the year in Saudi Arabia, during which nudity is celebrated and the Holy Kaaba is smoked and desecrated by nude women, circumambulating the statue of the Kaaba. And Allah is insulted by a musician called Azalia from Australia. This woman was hugely paid, and no word of rebuke came from King Salman or his father. She insulted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and she was paid for from the public coffers. There is also the festival of dogs. And Madain Saleh was also turned into a destination of tourism. The application of shock doctrine on the Saudi Arabian population is now in its 8th year. Muhammad bin Salman and his father, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, believe they have succeeded in doing what they want to do with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They have crowned their agenda and objective by appointing Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan as the Mufti General, Mufti Al-Am, to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan is now a major sponsor, promoter, and patron of secular liberalism in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia by sponsoring, promoting, and patronizing of secular liberalism in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan has become a kafir. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is now a home of kufr, Dar al-Kufr. Saudi Arabia is no more Dar al-Islam. It's no more the home of Islam. One of the biggest kafirs in the world today is Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia remains a majority Muslim state, but it ceases to be an Islamic state. On those who apply terrible shocks and violence to change Muslims into kafirs, Allah said in the Holy Quran, chapter 85, verses 4 to 8, "Woe unto the companions of fire, woe unto the companions of a stench, the fire full of fuel. They sat near it, and they, to what they were doing with the believers, are witnesses, and they ill-treated them for no reason except that they believed in Allah, exalted in power, worthy of praise. قتل أصحاب الأخدود النار ذات الوقود إذ هم عليها قعود وهم على ما يفعلون بالمؤمنين شهود وما نقموا منهم إلا أن يؤمنوا بالله العزيز الحميد." As for those Muslims who take the Kafirs as their friends, protectors, and allies, and adopt their secular liberal system of life, Allah said in the Holy Quran, chapter 5, verse 51, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولوهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. O ye who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors. They are but friends and protectors to each other. And he amongst you that turns to them is of them. Verily Allah guides not a people unjust. Brothers and sisters in Islam, since Salman bin Abdulaziz and his crown prince Muhammad bin Salman have taken the United States of America as their friends and protectors, and they and their followers and supporters have adopted the secular liberalist system of life, just like the Americans. King Salman and his crown prince MBS and their followers and supporters have changed the kingdom of Saudi Arabia into a secular liberal nation, and they have become Kafirs. I'm yours, Mahmoud Muhammad Gadel, Accra, Ghana. Today is Thursday, 30th of October 2025. Kindly share,